Alright, hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Boss Beatdown. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at Parasite. The Parasite is a mini-boss from the quest Walk The Stalk, located in Tingle Drift. You need to complete this side quest and therefore you can refarm Parasite over and over again. Parasite has a shield, health, and bone bar, which you need to get some good gear to get through it. When you enter the arena by sliding down the stalk, he spawns, moves around a little bit, more likely to the left. When you land, he charges up and launches a shock spell. After his shield goes down, the Parasite will now stay on the ground. All throughout the fight, the Parasite will spawn mushroom and skeleton-like enemies. After his health bar gets depleted, he now shows a skull under his mushroom hat thing? Anyway, he will now spawn skeletons at this point and will continue to throw shock spells. Finally, after his bone bar is dead, he is now dead for good. Starting off, we have the standard method, which is basically just matching elements. So I have a shock pistol, a non-elemental pistol, and a fire SMG. Then I got some swords, all this other gear, and then a fire spell. Then for my skill, I'm using the From the Shadows action skill. Then this is my spec that I'm using when we spawn down. Use your shock pistol. I have my taser equipped. Go to my action skill. Throw my spells and shoot the taser at the same time, since you can do that. Then switch over and just start whittling down his shield. Realizing at this point I didn't actually have a shock pistol, but a shock accessory. Not really much of a shock pistol itself. I just switched over to my purple masher that I got throughout the story mission, and I'm just using that to whittle down. I am also, as you can see, meleeing some shroom type enemies, and this is because I have the pommel, which lets me get my action skill back faster after every hit. After his shield goes down, I can switch over to my Heck Waiter, which this is the only one that I have. I wasn't able to find a new one. And I'm meleeing these enemies again to get my action skill back faster. Once I have my spell and my action skill ready, I can go into my action skill and then shoot my fire spell and shoot my fire gun at the same time, dealing a lot of damage. If this gun was a higher level, it would do even more. Now for this fight, I back up a lot, try to get the mob type enemies to come towards me first before Parasite, then I can melee, kill them, get my action skill back faster and faster, go into the shadows again, through my spell and my Heck Waiter at the same time. And if you don't have a Heck Waiter, you can just use any fire elemental, or if you don't even have that, you can just use any strong weapon. Now with his health bar down, now it's time for a Cryo Weapon. I managed to get this Nightshade of the Shrike, and I can just use this to whittle down his bones. Even though it is a burst fire, you can still hold down the trigger, and it will still automatically fire it. It is just in burst fire form. Now one more time, go into my action skill, throw my fire spell and my Cryo Weapon at the same time, and just stacking up those different types of elements. As you can see, the little swords popping up and sticking into the Parasite. This is for my my capstone, which anytime I get an elemental or melee critical hit, a sword will pop out and stab them. Here we go. One final time. Go to my action skill, and I actually hit the skeleton in front of me, so I would have done a bit more damage to the Parasite if that skeleton wasn't just Mr. Presidented. But through this, we get the kill. Next up is the element stacking strat, and I do have a cooldown sword, so just like in the last kill, I can melee type the mob type enemies and I'll get my action skill back faster. I do not have the Beyblade action skill equipped I have from Into the Shadows, and once again I just use my shock pistol just to whittle down his shield. After his shield goes down, when he hits the floor, I can switch over to my Heck Waiter after I get a second wind, of course, and just whittle down his health. Then after his health bar goes down, he reveals his skull looking head. Then I can just switch over to my masher and just aim for his crits. Now as you can see, when I cast my spell, I don't shoot my masher. This is because for some reason this masher, or just some Jacob pistols in general, it brings it forward and you actually have to do stuff with your other hand, so that's why the spell will cancel that, which is why I just don't use my spell and my pistol at the same time. And with that, he is dead. Anyway, that's where I'm going to have to end this episode of the Boss Beatdown for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, and if you really liked it, make sure to sub. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.